Just across from Angels Stadium is the Honda Center, home to the Anaheim Ducks. Ducks fly together, you know what I mean? The New York Nitro taking on the Palm Beach Passion in this Week 7 action of the AVP League, the first of its kind in beach volleyball, and it has been a fantastic season thus far. Just 1 week left of league play at the conclusion of Week 7, and then we'll see a chance. The top 4 teams making the AVP League Championships. The men taking the sand for the Palm Beach Passion, Phil Dalhausser and Avery Drost, as Melissa Humana-Paredes and Brandy Wilkerson just had an all-out showdown with the New York Nitro. And Sarah Hughes and Kelly Chang, they picked up the win. Yeah, Brandy, you earned the right to flex down after that one. An impressive performance. And a look now to the New York Nitro. Taylor Crabb and Taylor Sander about to take the sand. Sarah and Kelly have been very, very dominant throughout league play, now sitting at 5-2, the top record on the women's side, updated now after the loss, and that is back-to-back losses, shockingly, for Sarah Hughes and Kelly Chang from the last time they played in Florida. But the New York Nitro, when you look to this men's team, they've only taken 1 loss this season, or this league, and it's been to Andy and Miles. That's Andy Benish and Miles Partain. Phil Dalhausser sometimes finds a way to dial things up. Is he going to be able to get it done here?
One thing about being the GOAT in any walk of life is you're never counted out, right? And certainly that is the case here with the Palm Beach Passion and Phil Dalhausser in particular. He's the best to ever do it. He's always in the match whenever he's on the sand. So you can expect that to be the case here tonight. The New York Nitro certainly have the upper hand, though. It's going to take a little bit of an effort from Phil and from his teammate Avery.
He's Rich Lamborn. I'm Cameron Irwin. Those two are bouncing balls in warm-ups into the stands. Taylor Sander was literally just one souvenir after another. That's a different way to hand out some mini balls, Taylor Sander. Nice work as the New York Nitro at the top of the league standings at 10-3. The scores have been updated. The San Diego Smash making a huge jump from 8-5 this evening, and already securing their spot in the championships. That's the Miami Mayhem and the New York Nitro. Now it's about seeding for them.
Yeah, well, we've got some wild occurrences. We talked at the top of the broadcast this evening about how the San Diego Smash have to essentially win out. Look at where they've come, and we thought the Austin Aces were going to at least pick up one of those wins. They did not, and now they're in a little bit of a precarious position as well. So lots of excitement, lots of nail-biting at that 4 and 5 spot.
A look to the competition format. It's a best of 3, sets played to 15. You better find those wins in these last 2 weeks of league play. Here are your contenders.
Time for the final match of the night. Let's meet the teams first. For the Palm Beach Passion, wearing the number 1, standing at 6 feet 4 inches tall out of Westmont College, it's Avery Drost. And his partner wearing the number 2, standing at 6 feet 9 inches tall out of the University of Central Florida, it's Phil Dalhausser. And their opponents, the New York Nitro. Wearing the number 1, standing at 6 feet tall out of Long Beach State, it's Taylor Crabb. And wearing the number 2 at 6 feet 4 inches out of BYU, it's Taylor Sander.
Taylor Sander, the 2-time Olympian, versus the 4-time Olympian and gold medalist, Phil Dalhausser.
Yeah, they got 3 together as a team. 2 times for Taylor Sander, once for T. Crabbs. They still don't add up to 4, though, do they?
They don't, unfortunately.
That's how you get to GOAT status. We got to talk to another 4-time Olympian a little bit earlier. But, yeah, this, I don't know why this slips my mind from time to time, but the New York Nitro team, 6'4" and 6'1". Pretty undersized, but they are atop the table because they obviously play much, much bigger than those heights, and they are dynamic and fun to watch.
You get a chance to see their lightning fast arm swings as well as scattering defense. And I mean, thank you, Taylor. That was right on cue.
One thing Taylor Sander will always do is oblige anyone talking about jumping high and hitting hard.
That's true. High float serve. A little bit of a rainbow shot and some deception on defense. Scampering and carving.
I love that serve. It looks, as a spectator, as though it's an easy serve, but it's so deceptively difficult because it pushes Avery back, throws him off of his offensive rhythm just enough to make that easy point scoring opportunity for the Nitro.
Swing block.
Just wide, and that's something we've seen Sander go to a lot. Didn't really move laterally all that much, just kind of swung the arms to get up there. He says he's a little bit more comfortable because he's got so many reps at that kind of footwork and that timing from his days on the indoor team.
Played as an outside hitter collegiately at BYU prior to his time on the national team. Open net, catches a finger.
Yeah, I like the attempt. Staying aggressive there, Crabb. That was a heck of a serve, and the Nitro did a nice job just to give themselves a swing at it. But really credit Phil's tough middle-to-middle serve, which we've seen so many times over the years.
You mentioned the stature for Taylor Crabb and Taylor Sander. You 6'1", and actually it was a big change-up for Taylor Crabb in terms of the recruitment. He was actually recruited as libero and a setter before an outside hitter. He ended up becoming the MVP, the player of the year. And you can see why with an arm like that.
Yeah, fast feet, not in a shortage on the team of Taylor and Taylor. There it is, the little step in. Okey doke. And Yahtzee from Crabbs.
That was a perfect ending to my story. Thanks, Taylor. Side set, yikes. That's a tattoo.
I mean, start to finish, let's go through that play. Absolute annihilation of a serve, gets the overpass. They bump into each other in transition and still run a tempo bump set to the pin. I mean, yeah, have a look, start to finish. Boom, overpass. Oh, that's all we're gonna get to see, but what a play.
I mean, come on. The volume right now of ball on contact is just nuts, whether it's a kill or a block. This is a fun brand of volleyball to watch.
Yeah, you kind of hear about that in lots of different sports, right? On the golf course, tennis court sometimes, and certainly here in volleyball. It just makes a different sound sometimes as Sanders shuts down another one. We saw him a couple weeks ago get 8 in a match, 8 stuff blocks, and he is well on his way should this pace continue.
Simply too pure.
And no swing that time, just elevation.
I think we need a ball pump. We're gonna need one halfway through this because those things, those Wilsons, are getting destroyed right now.
They're like young Richie when he didn't do his chores, taking a beating.
Weird glimpse into your childhood.
Yeah.
Thank you, Rachel.
Explains the facial tick.
7-3 here, the New York Nitro. Find one more after the service error. There's that deep high float again. Off the inside of the palm. Pass and set.
Spike set, yeah. I mean, these guys, we heard Sander tell us that their mindset is no different, being atop the table, already secure in their spot. There you go. The spike set, they're trying to win every game that they're on the sand for, and man, they sure provide a lot of highlights along the way, don't they?
It's like watching the Harlem Globetrotters right now. Phil gets a quiet stop. Yeah.
That's 3 already in this set. Yeah, it's so interesting because you see Taylor Sander there at the tail end just pulling at his fingers a little bit. That ball goes softly into the hands, as you mentioned, and sometimes that rattles your joints a little more than the absolute thunder.
So you've got a team that's just going highlight reel after highlight reel for Avery, Drost, Phil, Dalhausser. The Palm Beach Passion need points to get to the top 4 spots right now. The ladies put in some work, picked up a big win over the New York Nitro, but these two, they've got to find some points on the men's side.
Yeah, they've been on the wrong side of a few heartbreakers, and they're going to need to come up with something special in order to get this one back on track. I think that's going to be a big part of their recipe for trying to get back into it, is the service of Phil Dalhausser in particular. He's going to have to try and do something to disrupt the offense of Taylor Sander and Taylor Crabb. And then they're playing a little bit of defense when the Nitro at the service line as well. Yeah, even he's impressed with his own work at the service line.
A look to the ace, Casey Patterson, as the timeout is taken. You're down on the sand. I think one of the things that's been so fun is not only the energy, but what are you seeing from these 4 athletes right now?
Yeah, it's incredible with this environment right now and the way that the Taylors have just kind of stepped up and set the tone with some insane plays, serving, blocking. We're sitting here with Reed Pretty right next to him with all his in-sand crew, and we're just in awe of how amazing it even just sounds inside of this arena.
Did you say Reed Pretty's down there?
Yes, I'm with Reed.
Oh, come on now. You got to say a nice little hello. How's he not on the microphone right now?
I know, right? Our camera guy's, changing the battery. I felt bad for him. I was like, we're ready. He's like, hold on.
Oh, I gotcha. We'll be sure to get back to you and Reed Pretty. But, I mean, can you believe the amount of force coming off the hand of Taylor Sander from the service line? What's the trick from the serve reception point to be able to slow some of those angles down?
Yeah, as Rich and Tyler Hildebrand used to train us, they'd stand on ladders and they called it big boy volleyball. It's time for big boy volleyball. And it was just absolute survival, right? You just have to get in that mindset of not predetermining what you think is going to happen, but being able to just react, have that form of your arms out early, and just hope that you can get a touch on it and make a play in transition.
All right, I like it. Big boy volleyball.
It's time for, yeah, that might be the only thing that I ever said that Casey remembered, because I remember so much of what he says, like free ice cream and all the little gems.
That is true. Somebody brought the inflatable ice cream scoop here at the Honda Center. I was impressed. That was all the direction for Casey Patterson. He's got some fans.
Yeah, he's got the scoop and deliver. I saw someone with hats down there that said that.
So missed serve out of the timeout. This is one of the largest margins we've seen in league play. Nice touch from Phil.
Yeah, that's always so rough when you make a good read like Avery did there. He was running towards that line shot, but of course Big Phil making the same read, gets the swat on it to kind of redirect, and it stymies them both. Avery, good effort to try and change direction, but that's very, very difficult.
Phil and Avery do have a win in league play over TNT. Another block. It's covered. So does that count as a block, even though it's somewhat touched on the cover?
I think that's still a block if there's not kind of a second contact. We'd have to go to our stat guru, Doug, to verify that.
He's a generous guy. Sky ball in the Honda Center.
Up Renee taking cover as that was tracking towards her skull.
There's no way he could hit the ceiling in here.
No. No.
Maybe the Jumbotron would be well out of bounds.
That was always playing for the indoor team, playing in arenas similar to this, something the guys
We're getting one from Phil. This is fantastic. His is perfection. Jump set. And a net violation. But
I think I put the wrong arm up. I'm so sorry. I put the wrong arm up. I'm so sorry. Thank you.
so the net violation came after the ball landed.
No, I think they made the call, and Renee just put the wrong arm out, is what she was saying.
Yes,
there, right?
but for those fans wondering, because they saw Taylor still somewhat in the net, it was after the ball landed.
Okay.
So I was just, clarifying there, as there's another sky ball.
Ooh, a good one at that.
This is just arcade volleyball at this point.
Well, it's always so interesting to me that the fans, they love the great volleyball that happens up until 13-6, and then all of a sudden we want to just abandon everything and go to all sky balls.
It's like these guys are just out playing in recess. Our fourth sky ball. You got to pass it. No!
How about the fact that all 4 of these guys have great sky balls?
Yeah, who missed?
Crabbs.
Taylor Crabb.
And he might actually have the best out of all 4 of them typically, but yeah. Wild ending to set 1, but as you mentioned, one of the biggest margins, which kind of led to that jungle ball at the end.
At 15-7, still wildly entertaining. Nitro picking up the first. The AVP League is brought to you by Wilson, the official ball of the AVP.
How about a little magic, huh?
I mean, everyone's having fun. Check this out. The security guards getting pulled in. I bet this has never happened in the Honda Center.
I like this gal. She's going to have a rough go.
Her
yeah.
name is definitely Debbie. Come on, Debbie, you got this. Oh, dropping to a knee. I love it. Way to pull the security guards from the stands. Whether you're a volunteer, security guard, a fan. Oh, that drop.
Oh, no.
He's down for the count. This is epic. I can't wait to see who the victor is in this matchup. Oh, that's a shoulder lean, but hey, I know somebody who has. Oh, does it count?
I think he gets through 2 steps.
We'll give it to him. We'll give it to him. But we've been talking about these 4-time Olympians a lot today. There's another one right now with Casey Patterson. Reed Pretty, what's going on?
What's the deal with all the 4-time Olympians in the crowd? Alex Horst. Remember we had John Sproul over here earlier. Now I'm with the legendary player, Reed Pretty, 4-time Olympian. Destroyed me in a Manhattan final. I don't want to talk about it, but I just brought it up, so now that's awkward. But Reed, what do you think about this format and like the environment right now?
I think it's great. I think it's a great balance. Obviously, it's year 1, but just to be able to extend the calendar, this is what people want. Our community in San was super excited to be here and to see these players play. It's a nice, condensed, controlled environment, and it's fun to watch.
Yeah, it's incredible. I love that you brought your InSan crew. Explain to me what that is.
InSan is basically, we've taken beach volleyball, fitness, the SoCal lifestyle, and made it a workout. And so it's a community, it's a family. We're together at multiple locations, 6 days a week, and just trying to choose the beach instead of a gym for now, and having fun doing it.
Which is perfect because I'm 2 years out from playing, and I'm like, why am I sad all the time? I'm like, oh, I'm not at the beach every day. In the ocean, feet in the sand, moving around. So that format is what I need. So I'm probably going to sign up for sure.
Okay, let's do it.
And then we're going to compete in this, jumpy sand, quick matches. You would be the ace leader and the kill leader. So I feel like let's do it.
high hands in this environment. No wind, no sun. I like our chances.
Let's go, Rich. You going to coach us or what? We're ready.
I'm in.
He's in.
Yeah.
Nice.
No wind, no sun. Why is the collar popped, Reed? We want to know.
Why not? That's a nice look, Reed Pretty. Second set action underway, and I love it. There's a quick set with Phil trying to play some defense in the backcourt, but he mentions the Manhattan Beach Championship. Reed Pretty and Trevor Crabb back in 2019. One of the best tournaments I can think of in the past decade on the AVP. Two guys that did not see eye to eye coming together and putting their name on the pier.
That is probably the kindest way you could possibly put it. How about this? More highlights from the Taylors. Yeah, did not see eye to eye is a good way to describe Trevor Crabb and Reed Pretty. It was like, you know, cats and dogs living together. Day becomes night, night becomes day. Enemies become friends. And they got it done. That was all time and very exciting. And now Reed lives on forever on the Manhattan Beach Pier.
Great to have him in the house with Insand. He's been working on a project down here in Huntington Beach, not far away. A couple beautiful beaches just west of Anaheim. Huntington and, of course, Newport Beach. Man, this offense from the New York Nitro really spreads you out.
Yeah, and it's just impressive to see how comfortable they are in their offense, right? That's not the most perfect of passes. Sander has to kind of go over his shoulder with the bumps. That still finds the tempo right to his guy, right where he needs it.
Flex down, Taylor, Sander.
Bet the beach, get it in you, kid. That's a drink. There's the flex.
I mean, it's like there's two blockers up there. He's reaching so far outside of his body line.
Yeah, I mean, if we are going extreme nitpicky, that's maybe the only hiccup for the Taylors right now, is missing a couple serves that they don't need to, especially after scoring points.
Their side out game. That might be in trouble as well. Just maybe.
Just maybe, yeah. That's, you know, I don't dislike that. If you put your coaching hat on, you know, there's kind of quote unquote good mistakes and bad mistakes. I think that's in rhythm. It's the set he wants. It's the shot he wants. I think it's available. It's just a little bit of a miss in execution, which is going to happen to everybody.
Avery Drost trying to add a bit more pressure. Oh my. Walloping the ball.
When Sanders coming out of the middle, we know he likes to go to that crossbody, kind of no-looky sizzle. And there's not enough line that you can take to stop that.
I mean, most people have to poke to hit that point in the court. A short little baby poke, but no, Taylor Sander. He's got other plans.
I wish you could all at home see the pantomiming of Cameron up in the booth doing the short little baby poke. It's fantastic and accurate.
There is a camera on us at all times, so I'm a little concerned right now. It's about to pop up on your screen. Ange, I'm trusting you right now. 6 apiece. And that is probably the area of development we've really seen in the last several years from Taylor Sander, just the shot selection.
Well, I mean, he has the arm. We know that, right? I mean, and that is just fantastic execution, staying high, going up over big Phil Dalhausser at the net.
Phil Dalhausser recovered by Crabb. Arm control. Just mastery of technique from Taylor Crabb.
Yeah, he loads that arm low so he can kind of snap up and through if he wants. Check out the pickup. Great touch from Phil, great cover. Watch the contact point. Just keeps it down low, so you never know really if he's going to extend through, push it deep, just chops it off short there. Beautiful stuff, T. Crabbs.
Break it away now, 2-point advantage. Make it 3.
Yeah, to me, you talked about the development of some of Taylor Sanders' shots and his shot selection and so forth, but that transition setting, such an important part of the game and such a difficult thing to kind of dial in coming from the indoor game because you don't really do it a lot. And that's something that he's improved tremendously, and that's why this team is atop the table. One of the many reasons, anyway.
It's also fun to watch Taylor Crabb in the backcourt. He hides behind the block of Taylor Sander, which is also impressive because Sander oftentimes gets so low. It's like Crabb has to drop even further to hide behind his block on the load. I'm like, this guy's just going to be laying flat at some point and popping up.
He's going to go gorilla crawl, just flat on the sand, pop up.
Jeez, 10-6 here, the timeout called. I mean, late night action, 9:30 local time, and Phil Dalhausser, Avery, Drost trying to figure out exactly how to combat the power and the finesse that Taylor Crabb and Taylor Sander have.
Yeah, sometimes you just run into a little bit of a buzzsaw, right? And sometimes maybe you need to come up with, what is it, Kim?
Well, baby
you want me to talk you through it? Little baby. There it is.
Poke.
There it is.
Instead of this, which
yep,
is what
perfect
it was.
technique, perfect technique. That's what most people have to resort to. T. Sander just resorts to the absolute hammer crossbody, right?
Yeah, a little crossbody, why not? And we already saw, you know, little Taylor Sander flex down too. His blocking has been so impressive, but check this out. I mean, he's got the flex down. This is the first time I think I've ever seen you in sleeves.
Oh.
I think we gotta go.
I'll do it.
I got him beat, guys.
You want to get it in there? Oh, I don't know which way the camera is. Oh my goodness! It's just.
That was so casual. That was very, very casual. By the way, he also was just doing 10 push-ups off camera because he knew that was coming.
You gotta get the veins popping a little bit.
10-7 back out of the timeout. Taylor Crabb earning some style points tonight, rocking the clear Oakleys.
Sphera is the model number if you want to go to your store and get some of those. Now, he learned that from Kelly Chang, said he was going to do it, did it.
I was wondering. I mean, that's what a good teammate looks like. The New York Nitro have actually been training a couple times together, getting some fun down on the sand between the men and the women. Taking one out of, whoa!
I mean, that stopped us mid-sentence right there. He just ooshed right through that thing. Destroyed it right up the middle. Sander firing.
It's hard to call play-by-play when this guy's down on the court. He just takes the words away with another ace.
That's 5 or 6 blocks, few aces to go with it. 17 highlight reel attacks. I mean, there is a reason, Cam, that this is the most popular team on tour as far as kind of views. Oh, got him.
He nicked him.
Got him. I don't know what that celebration was. Throwing darts, is that what it was?
That was a bullseye. That's what that was.
Was a bullseye.
Someone call Ted Lasso.
Oh.
Match point and a sky ball worthy of the New York Nitro. Over the head back pokey. Taylor Crabb trails off the net.
That was interesting. That was a little cat and mouse, right? Because I think T-Crabs thought that Avery was going to retreat a little bit more than that, tried to go short with the knuckle, a little bit of reverse on him, but good play by the Passion to stay alive.
Match point for the New York Nitro. Perfect set. And Avery trying to slap. Instead, it falls to their side. The New York Nitro find the men's matchup. 15-7, 15-8.
Convincing fashion. They were impeccable tonight. As the fans who are in attendance, give them the applause they deserve, because that was an inspiring performance from the Taylors.
15-7, 15-8. The largest margin we have seen between two teams in league play, and the New York Nitro, man, no questions asked. They picked up some wins their last time around. However, they were not happy with their performance. I have a feeling they're going to be happy with this one. Let's talk to them.
All right, game plan. Somebody in the crowd was like, how does he hit the serve as hard as he does? Hey, Taylor Sander, how do you hit the serve as hard as you do?
Oh, there's no fear, I guess. I was just trying to talk to I'm trying to put on a show, you know?
Yes.
Show these guys something fun. So, fortunately, they bounced the line, and then I played some dodgeball. But thank you guys for coming out. Great crowd. It's cool getting to play in a Honda Center. So thanks for coming out and supporting.
It is pretty cool to play in such a legendary place as this. The venues are really fun this year. It allows you guys to put on a show. Taylor, how do you feel? I know you're still wearing the glasses. I know we don't need sunglasses, but you still need the glasses. I love it. What do you feel playing in an arena like this?
We're just blessed. Thankful for the AVP for making this happen. I think this is one of the best changes for the sport, a new format. I think everyone, all the players are hungry. They want to win this first inaugural season. So we're happy with the AVP. We're blessed, and we're here to put on a show.
Well, you're hungry to win this season, and you guys are you're looking pretty good right now. You're sitting at, I do believe, 11-3 with 2 more matches to go tomorrow alongside your partners Sarah Hughes and Kelly Ching. The New York Nitro sitting in first place. Give it up for the Nitro, everybody. Taylor, Sarah, and Kelly.
Well, the moment we've been looking forward to. How about some highlights?
Yeah, I mean, there's tons of them. The double-blessed team of Taylor and Taylor, the New York Nitro. I mean, it was a highlight festival this evening. Block after block, ace after ace. Detonation.
Serve after serve.
Yeah.
From one smash to a different clobber. You name it. Open net feasting.
We even saw 5 sky balls, I think, Cam.
Yeah, where's the league best number on that, Doug Strauss? So much fun on this Saturday night. The New York Nitro picking up our final match. Before we turn the lights off at the Honda Center, take a look at our updated standings. The New York Nitros now sit at 11-3. Then the Palm Beach Passion 5-9 in that 6th spot. Remember, those top 4 teams making the AVP League Championships. They're just a few weeks away. This is day 1 of week 7 action of the inaugural AVP League. What a fantastic start to a great weekend. Thanks so much for joining us here on the AVP. For myself, Rich Lamborn, Casey Patterson, Mark Sherman, I'm Cameron Irwin, of course, our Echo Entertainment crew. We can't wait to see you on CBS Sports Network tomorrow, 1 p.m. Pacific.